you a quick bio on our boys, so all of you can
I
follow.
hope you say how old they are.
Oh yeah. Feeling really good about that, Jason. Thanks. Tony Nevada is an American film actor, right? Television actor and U.S. Marine.
All right!
One of my favorites. He was accepted as a lifetime member of the Actors Studio by Academy Award-winning actors Martin Landau, Ellen Burstyn, Al Pacino, and Harvey Keitel. Not a bad list, my friend. He guest starred on last year's Young and Restless Veterans Day special and just finished filming Castle last week opposite John Huertas, also a member of VFT. And is guest starring on State of Affairs playing Riggs next Monday night on NBC. Be sure to watch our boy Tony. All right, that's Tony. Quick, somehow the last one didn't get through. Ricky Riva is a lieutenant in the U.S. Navy Reserve. Just got out 4 months ago, right? From active duty. He's an actor and voiceover you all know so well because Ricky has thrown himself into his craft like Tony, and they're always volunteering to help veterans in film and TV and other veteran causes. Ricky got his start in acting when he landed the lead role in High School Musical's Footloose and West Side Story. I've got to say that, right? Now he's going to hate me. He was accepted to the U.S. Navy Academy, and he went on and was stationed on 2 warships in Florida and deployed twice overseas. He got bit by the acting bug and made it out here. He was just recently stationed at Port Magoo in California, and now he is recently performed on the Ellen DeGeneres Show and has been in many national commercials. He prides himself on his extreme hustle, focus, dedication, and helping others along the way because it is a team effort. On his bio, it says that. Thank you. So quick, tell us, how did the auditioning process go? Let's start with you, Tony, on the end there. How did it go with Clint, real quick, and share, because let's hear if it's like Luke's.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got the audition.
How did you find out about this, first of all, the audition?
I'd heard about it through people, you know. I'd heard about it, you know, through veterans. I mean, I know a lot of veterans in Hollywood, and you know, I had heard about the project, you know, through stuntmen and advisors and things like that. And I got the audition on a Friday, and then on, you know, I was going in on Monday for the audition, so I kind of like locked myself down and just, you know, went very obsessive, compulsive disorder with it, and just, and I showed up on Monday. My scene was a rooftop scene, and you know, I had a bunch of memorial bracelets from serving, and I chose to wear one of my friends that was killed by a sniper in Ramadi on a rooftop, and I wore his memorial bracelet into the audition. And I'm going up there, and I'm like, hey, where do I park? He said, park, anywhere on 3 and above. So I was going up there, and I was like, wouldn't it be interesting if, the parking space that was left was, my friend's unit. I go up there, there's 1 parking space left, and it's my buddy's unit, designated that I'm wearing the memorial bracelet for. So like 3 months go by, I didn't hear anything, and then all of a sudden I get a call, and they're saying, you're filming during these dates. And I go down, and they're saying, you're filming that rooftop scene on the exact date of that memorial bracelet, exactly 9 years later. And so, I mean, it could have been a coincidence with the parking lot and everything else, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, but I was incredibly pumped up. And
what was your friend's name?
Thomas Jagner.
There he is.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then, I'll let you go.
Yeah, before we go on set, real quick, Ricky, how did you find out about this opportunity? And
I actually got contacted through the Veterans in Film and Television website, vftla.org. I filled out my profile.
I'm so sorry, how did you?
www.vftla.org.
And Sarah, we're not going to eat Tony anymore.
So I pimped out my profile as much as I could. And I got a random email. I wasn't sure if it was legit or not. I was like, is somebody messing with me? Did somebody send me like, oh, Clint Eastwood wants to be in a movie? And so it was one of the first emails I received through the VFT website because they had just started the online profile. And so this is like VFT 2.0 website, right? So they contact me, tell me to come in, and they gave me a couple lines. I get there early, and I wanted to go over the lines. I wanted to be like, okay, this is Warner Brothers, this is a Clint Eastwood movie, I better know my lines inside and out. And they're like, oh, you're here early, just come on in now. And I was like, this is my time to prep for my lines. Because I literally left the Navy, my Navy job. You know, I was working for the Navy active duty, and I took leave, and I went and auditioned for this thing, like in the middle of the workday. And so I show up there, and they asked me to do these lines. I gave it my best shot. I thought I did really well. But then, like he said, crickets for months. And I just kind of was like, you know what? It was a great opportunity. I got to show off a little bit at Warner Brothers, and you know, maybe they'll remember me something years down the line or something. I have no idea. And I just was like, on to the next project. And then I got this amazing phone call, and I was with my roommate, also in the Navy lieutenant. And I get off the phone, and we're jumping up and down, and we start busting open some beers, we're clinking them, and we're like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be on set next week, this is crazy. It was fantastic.
That's awesome. So did you three work together at all on set or crossover at any time? I mean, not work together, but talk to each other?
I didn't get the chance to meet these two, but I was on set with Tony. We ran into each other, and I think we were getting haircuts. I don't know. My haircut was in Regulations. Yeah. But Joel Lambert's wasn't, so they had to give him a haircut.
Right.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, well, I think everyone here knows Joel Lambert, Navy SEAL, of course, right? Makes sense that he wouldn't have regulation haircut.
Yeah, right. Navy SEAL.
So how was it first time working with Clint? Same experience as these two gentlemen, or did you just...
Yeah, I mean, same experience, just like Luke. I mean, when I told my dad, he was proud of me. You know, probably the only time he's ever been proud of me, probably. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's great. And then, yeah, so I showed up to set, and, you know, I was very pumped up. And,
No.
and, you know, long story short, you know, I mean, I was doing my scenes, and Clint was having me improv stuff, and he just kept coming up to me going, yeah, more of that goddammit shit. I say goddammit a lot. And so he's just saying, yeah, I like that goddammit shit. And one of those, you know, white side, goddammit legend, fuck. My line.
And I'm sitting there filming Tony with Clint talking to him, and he keeps looking up at me like.
And so, and then I kept waiting for other direction, and he just kept going, more recoil. I'm like, more recoil? I kept going, more and more recoil. And I felt like it was going to be like silly looking, just, you know. And he kept going, no, more recoil. And so I just, you know, I mean, the guys had more gunfights on camera than anyone else, so I just listened to them, regardless of how silly I thought it was, yeah. So.
What a great opportunity. How about you, Ricky?
So for my scene, I was on like a 20-foot hydraulic system, and it's the skeleton. It's just the cockpit only of the helicopter, and there's no green screen around, and like we're shooting up in like Santa Clarita area, and you know, there's like people walking in and out of the scene, and I'm like, you know, where's the green screen? Like, how is this supposed to happen? It's just a box, and it's supposed to be a helicopter. There's no blades, there's no tail rotors, there's nothing. And they just told me, you know, hit the I believe button and shut up. So yeah, and I was like, yeah, good point, I guess I should, right? Yeah, keep your mouth shut. So I'm there, and I'm shooting my scene, and they're just feeding me all kinds of the new lines, nothing that was in the sides that I had prepared for. And they're like, just say this stuff, and I'm throwing in extra stuff because I'm excited, and like, so I'm doing all this. I'm giving it my best, but like this huge machine is rocking up and down and turbulence, and you know, I'm supposed to mimic the controls of the helicopter with the you know, the collective and the joystick and the foot pedals. I'm supposed to mimic the movement, but it's not actually controlling the hydraulics. So I'm doing all this. I have helicopter experience with the Navy, so luckily, and so I do all this, and I'm giving it my best and trying to remember the lines. Clint Eastwood comes over, and I hadn't seen him all day or on set. We sat next to each other at lunch, but I didn't say anything at all. And well, I heard some, you know, maybe it was the rumor to like not make other people do this, or but some extra went up to him and was like, "Hey, Mr. Eastwood, can I get a picture with you?" And like did a selfie, and then he got kicked out. So I was like totally freaked out. I didn't want to be unprofessional, so I just kept my mouth shut and I just waited for him to like say something to me, and it never happened. And then so he walks over to my scene on set, and he puts the headphones on. He's rolling through my stuff. He's looking, and I'm up in this 20-foot cockpit looking down at Clint Eastwood, and I'm staring at him. And I'm just waiting for like anything, like is it good, is it bad? I know it's bad, I should do better, like I know I can do better, like just give me another chance, I'm sorry. And so then he starts doing like I'm like, he likes it, he likes it, he likes it. And he looks up at me, and he gives me like a really tiny thumbs up. Like not like a thumbs up, but like this like little old man tiny thumbs up. And I'm like, well, that's a thumbs up technically, like it's not a very big thumbs up, but like I'll take it. And I kind of gave him one back, trying to play cool, but inside I'm like, Clint Eastwood just give me a thumbs up, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I was freaking out. And I think we shot until sunset. So I'm in these mountains, beautiful mountains. I'm up in this hydraulic cockpit, 20 feet up, watching the sunset on a Clint Eastwood movie. It's my very first speaking role in a major film, and it was so unbelievably surreal. And it's a moment that I will never forget. And I soaked it in like a sponge. Every second of it, I just watched it, I reflected, I was like, man, this is the coolest moment of my life.
Woo! Thank you, Ricky. Well, Ricky and Tony, I think we have something for our guests. Would you mind grabbing that? Jason and Luke, we want to thank you so much for taking time to come and speak to us. And we were running a little long here, but this is one of these for each of you. It's a it's an American Sniper poster signed by all the members of our group with their date of service and their branch. And we even let all the Navy people sign it. Alan's not here to enjoy that. He's not in here. Love the Navy.
Thank you guys.
That's right.